Non-existent viewers! Non-existent viewers! Non-existent viewers! Oh, you guys disappeared! How's it going? It's TVB. And I saw Beetlejuice Beetlejuice, the legacy sequel from 1988, Tim Burton directed classic. This time, Michael Keaton reprises his role as Beetlejuice, and it brings back the Dietz family with Jenna Ortega playing as Astrid, and like how Beetlejuice is like, oh, he's summoned once more, and he's here to fix the family problems. I'm gonna do my best to just keep this review kind of vague and straight to the point, because it's actually pretty hard. When I saw Beetlejuice in the theaters, I noticed that it's actually I was thinking, okay, what can I say in my review? Then I realized it's actually kind of hard to talk about Beetlejuice without spoiling it. And I have a confession to make. I still haven't actually watched the first Beetlejuice from 1988. What? Yeah, I know. I need to brush my 80s classics. But I was still looking forward to seeing Beetlejuice because, I obviously, the way the trailers made it look like it was a legacy sequel, Top Gun Maverick, where, even though it's still, a sequel to an older film, they're separated years apart in terms of release dates, so you don't really need to know, you don't need to watch the first film to know what's going on. And also, I love Jenna Ortega, protect her at all costs. She's dangerously cute. Oh, Jenna Ortega, she's one of my favorite actresses. And Michael Keaton, I swear, that dude, him and Billie Joe Armstrong are, the two celebrities I really admire that, that just, do not age, at all. Every scene... Beetlejuice is only on screen for a total of 16 minutes, if I've read that correctly, or 15 minutes or 20 minutes or whatever it is in this film. And every time he's on screen, he's a complete show stealer. This movie's PG-13, but there are some scenes in particular I was like, oh my goodness. It's like I always say, what has been seen cannot be unseen. This film, it is reliant on some gross out humor in a few scenes, and I understand, Tim Burton directing the first Beetlejuice in 1988, he was this is his trademark, is very spooky, very gothic, but also very whimsical, and has a sense of humor with itself. This film really, really greatly utilized practical effects. It wasn't overly reliant on CGI like a lot of, modern retellings of classical stories are. It, utilized so much, practical effects and, real stunts, and, it's sort of this cartoonish flair. But for me, at least, it worked really well, especially when when the characters in the film go to this underworld, the afterlife, full of all these dead people, and it's so clever how they does the costume design. If this film received an Oscar nomination for costume design or makeup and hairstyling or production design, or at least one of those three categories, I wouldn't be surprised. And again, I love Michael Keaton in this movie. I love Jenna Ortega, like always. But I will say that's the biggest issue with the Beetlejuice. The pacing and the storytelling is kind of all over the place. Willem Dafoe is in this movie too, and there's this super creepy ex-wife that's pursuing Beetlejuice throughout the film, and there's almost too many characters in this film, and it gets kind of convoluted and difficult to follow. I was confused, but wait, what's that person? Wait, what are they looking for again? Oh, wait, that guy has an ex-fiance, or there's this one dude trying to marry Jenna Ortega's mom, and it's just stuff kind of goes all over the place. But despite some issues with the narrative, and again, I still haven't seen the first Beetlejuice, this film definitely made me want to check it out, especially because this film takes place during Halloween, and it's it's September. We have a T-minus 2.5 weeks until the fall equinox, and it's this film is putting me in a very fall state of mind. And yeah, I'm I have to say, Beetlejuice gets a 7 out of 9 stars. It's a really likable film. And yes, of course, here I am. This is the very first video I'm filming in Ohio. I've been talking about this in my videos for the past month at this point, since I just got home from my third. I saw Beetlejuice right after getting off my third day at my new job here in Ohio. And I have a really great feeling about the rest of this year and the start of 2025. It's gonna be very busy and very hectic, but it's gonna be a fantastic ride. And I'm planning a video because my new job has me working Sundays through Thursdays, so I'm off Fridays and Saturdays, which the 20th is gonna be American Idol's 20th anniversary. So I'm gonna make my schedule rambling, talking about the Green Day concert I went to, and like my favorite films and worst films of the summer, and just how life has been the past month and a half, more in depth in that video. So stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you guys enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up, like button, subscribe, and you guys stay tuned for I've been up since 5:30. I need sleep. Stay beastly.